Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mountain Lake Journal. I'm Tom Halley. This week, a candidate who is a familiar face to many jumps into northern New York's race for Congress.
We'll talk healthcare, we'll talk education. There's going to be a congressional campaign. We're going to have at it.
Former CNBC and MSNBC television anchor Dylan Ratigan chose his hometown of Saranac Lake, where his grandfather was once mayor, to announce he's entering politics in the race for Congress in New York's 21st District. Ratigan, after leaving his TV job, moved back to the Adirondacks and has lived in Lake Placid since 2012. Although he says his business helping veterans build small farms requires that he be on the road a lot.
My home has been in Lake Placid since 2012. I had a vision, and still have a vision, of distributed small hydroponic farms run by veterans. In order to build something like that, I need to move around the country in order to meet with people, and I also have to support myself and make a living while I do that. My home has been in Lake Placid.
Ratigan is joining a crowded field of candidates. 9 other Democrats and 1 Republican already in the race and hoping to unseat Elise Stefanik met for a town hall forum at SUNY Plattsburgh this past weekend. With the mass shooting in Florida just a few days ago, several of the candidates pledged that reforming the nation's gun laws will be a priority.
Thoughts and prayers aren't enough. We need action on this.
The last thing we need in schools are guns.
But you know what the source of all this is? The NRA.
The candidates also touched on the opioid crisis, health care, and the economy during the forum hosted by the community group Change Through Action. On our website, you'll find a link to a Facebook page where you can watch the entire 2-hour forum. A straw poll taken after the forum gave the edge to Patrick Nelson, followed by Emily Martz and Tedra Cobb. And with so many Democratic candidates running, many wondered if Dylan Ratigan's entry into the race this week would start to weed out the field. And by later in the week, it appears it has. On Thursday, both Tanya Boone and Sarah Eidelman ended their campaigns and dropped out, both criticizing what they say has become a pattern of choosing a candidate who can raise the most money.
Just because you have a lot of money, just because you have a lot of national support, doesn't mean that you can make the connections that are necessary in order to both win and serve.
It really changes nothing for me. My mission is to beat Elise Stefanik. My mission is to serve the people in this community, and I think that for me, it's about the people in this district and knowing them and serving them, and less for anybody. It should never be about visiting here as a seasonal visitor, but rather living here and serving here. And I think I show that I have a lifetime of service. And so for me, I won't get out.
That doesn't change anything for me personally. I think it's a little bit late to get involved when many of us have been running. Endorsement interviews, dates have already been set. Some of them have already happened. And I'm not sure a news anchor is the right candidate for this hardworking, working-class district. I'm sure he's a nice gentleman. I'm not going to tell him not to run, but if his primary concern is getting better representation for this district, I think the best possible candidate was on the stage today.
Our colleagues at New York Now will have more analysis coming up next, right after Mountain Lake Journal. And if you'd like to watch an in-depth interview that the PBS station in Austin, Texas did with Dylan Ratigan, look for that link on our website at mountainlake.org.